First person? Oh, hey, you know we lit on the Red Dead. First person? Hey, we about to go crazy on this jump. You too. We back with another banger. Banger. We back with another banger, man. Hey, my boy Red Bandit came with that heat. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's going to be talking about some heists and everything. Train heists? First person? Oh, man. Hey, we got to get into this one. You know what I'm saying? They got all that coming on the Red Dead. I ain't know it was going to be this crazy. I knew it was going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was going to be crazy, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. You feel me? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back, bandits. I'm Red Bandit, and this is your ranch for the latest and greatest Red Dead Redemption 2 information, speculation, and more. And we knew today was going to be a great day for Red Dead Redemption 2. The NDA disclosure has been lifted and tons of previews are being released. This is like Christmas for those of us who no longer
closer to that next
Christmas and we get more excited over video games. As you can see here, right now we're going through every HEISTS article, and yes, there's plenty more articles we're going to be going through. Red Dead Redemption 2, the first trial of Rockstar's new game. And upon first glance, we have a beautiful screenshot of Arthur on horseback. So right off the bat here, before they get into any more juicy information, again we have yet another brand new screenshot, this time of Dutch Vanderlyn with his arms open and the gang members in the background. Now, the ones I can make out is Sadie Adler, Arthur Morgan, Dutch, of course, who wouldn't believe that that's Dutch in the middle right there. We have Micah Bell, Bill Williamson, I believe that's John Marston,
that looks
Javier
like
Escuela, and the cook, who for some reason the name has completely gone out of my
head. The first black nigga on the game!
Beautiful screenshot once again. We also finally find out how John Marston got those scars upon his face. That's right, they wrote in the article, the game starts with the gang having a terrible time in the town of Blackwater. It says that the Blackwater citizens did not like the last raids of Dutch and his companions, and now the wild heap has Pinkerton's men in the ribs. The gang therefore has hidden in the mountains to lick their wounds, which, judging by the conditions of John Marston, they are very deep indeed, judging by the scars on his face. It then goes on to explain that the only problem is that the money remained in the city safe. Fortunately, but not available at the moment. The only solution to the lack of liquidity is to improvise an assault on the train, and it's precisely this blow that we have witnessed. The long ride that leads us up from the camp to the railway leads us through snowy landscapes, and then sharp valleys where the white mantle begins to melt, timidly revealing a grassy layer from below. When the time comes to get into action, Red Dead Redemption 2 is certainly not less inspired. The mission, obviously introductory, is designed to present some elements of gameplay, such as the ability to interact with the band's companions to give them some order. Even in these situations, the title is distinguished by the quality of direction, as well as the strength of a raw and direct script, perfect to replicate the rough edges of life on the border. They then went to write on about the borderlands. Once the introductory sequence is over, the moment finally comes to grip the pad. Arthur is on horseback in the middle of a plain that extends as far as the eye can see. In the distance, we can see the profile of the snow-covered mountains that we left behind. The guys from Rockstar tell us
we got some
pad, and now comes the first surprise. Red Dead Redemption 2 can be played entirely in first person. During our trial, we preferred the classic perspective, but if you played the criminal adventure of Franklin, Trevor, and Michael, you know what to expect. A highly immersive view which triggers a relationship in its own unique way with the gaming world. Guys, first person... I'm just smiling right now. I can't even talk. First person has been confirmed. There we go. I managed to say it without laughing or smiling too much. We then get some awesome, amazing screenshots. We have Micah Bell and Arthur Morgan and some other gang members firing their weapons away. We have Arthur Morgan in this awesome trench coat with his balaclava bandana over his mouth. And we have Arthur Morgan, which I can only imagine is the shot that they were talking about in the plains as far as the eye can see. As you can see, Arthur Morgan here is on horseback with a rifle in his hands, exactly how they described with the mountains over in the background. They then go on to elaborate a little bit more on horses, and it reads as follows. They explain to us that the relationship with the animal will be fundamental in Red Dead Redemption 2. Caring for one's mount will make it more obedient and tame, so as to avoid, for example, that it can indulge during a gunfight. Grilling and feeding our steed will allow us to increase the distance from which it can react to our whistle, and to unlock some rather useful actions, such as quick nailing to change the direction of the race, even when we are launched at full speed. The statistics of our equine partner, resistance and health, reported in the margin of a minimal interface and far from invasive, can gradually increase. The guys from Rockstar insist again and again on this aspect. When we extract the weapon out of the player's inventory, we can press the directional cross to orient it towards the sky and shoot a warning shot. Obviously, the characters of the game, controlled by the new routines of artificial intelligence, will react accordingly to our actions. There is also the possibility of using a double touch to store the weapon after having it rotated in revolver ocelot style. As you can see, we have another screenshot here of Arthur Morgan at close range shooting this guy in the face in a beautiful woodland scene, and we have John Marston doing the same, but this time he's got someone on the ground. If you guys were wondering if they elaborated on Deadeye, well, they did. They said also in Red Dead Redemption 2 returns the Deadeye. The lethal bullet time turns sepia. They also went on to explain how there is a kill cam that frames the most brutal or violent kills, and in this regard Rockstar delights us with another great idea. Depending on the moral orientation of the protagonist, who in line with the choices of the player can become an honourable outlaw or a vile and ruthless bandit, will change the style of the killings. A barbarian lawless will have much worse finishes and kill cams compared to someone with a more honourable play style. So that means the way we play the game will affect different things in the game, such as the way that we kill people and execute them in the game. Amazing information so far. They then went on to elaborate the train for Valentine. After leaving the wild hunting grounds, we decide to make a jump to the camp of the band. As we have already stressed in our previous article, the base camp will be a sort of hub in which the dialogue and classmates receive major and secondary assignments, engage in some activities to improve relationships with group members, and of course start missions. Given the short time they had available, they decided to abandon the camp and head to Valentine, the small town that we are all aware of. They said that as they were strolling through the town of Valentine, they were amazed by the fact that we could actually interact with almost every NPC, greeting them or treating them however way
all
we
the
wished,
interactions
using the
too?
D-pad or the directional pad and the buttons to choose how we wish to do so. We also see a screenshot here next to this information of Bill Williamson sitting down next to Micah Bell and Sadie Adler. It looks as though they're tracking an animal in the woods. Maybe they're looking at some sort of footprints. I'm not so sure. They also went on to explain some of the activities we can do in Valentine alone. We can spend hours in the hotel rooms, take time to have a good bath so the NPCs will stop complaining about the dirt we carry, and maybe even ask for help to wash the most delicate areas. We can spend our savings on emporiums or customize our look. Beard and hair, for example, you can cut but do not regrow immediately out of nowhere. The only solution if you want your hair to grow longer is to then, of course, wait for that to grow back. And we have been provided with 3 more screenshots. As you can see here, the first initial screenshot is the one we've already seen of Arthur on horseback. The next image we have is Arthur Morgan in a saloon, the saloon that we did indeed see in the gameplay trailer, but this time we're looking at it from the staircase, looking down, looking very beautiful. We can see a poker table there in the background. Lots of stuff for us to analyze in future videos. And in the last screenshot they provided here is a Gatling gun. This isn't a Gatling gun in terms of a minigun. I'm sorry for those of you who are gun fanatics. Maybe you could tell me down in the comment section below. However, this gun looks absolutely awesome. We can see Arthur's got a rifle on his back, Sadie Adler, and an unknown gang member I'm unaware of in the background. I'm sure we've all found out his name, but off the top of my head, I am unable to recall that information. They then went on to explain some stuff about the stealing. The ideas to devote themselves to various kinds of stealing can also become from observing the behavior of citizens. guns by acquiring a private conversation or by secretly following a suspicious type. For
design.
example, a clandestine
Detail.
activity located in the back of the building that houses the city doctor. The latter can be convinced, thanks to the sparkling reflections of our gun, to open the armored door behind which illegal activities are hidden. In the end, therefore, the fullness of the game world and the behavior of the characters that populate it somehow succeed in multiplying the contents, the interactions, the stories that we can live in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. So this of course means there's going to be lots of hidden elements in the game that we can discover through different playstyles. In this instance, there is a suspicious doctor around the back of the Valentine Hotel, and after pointing our gun at him, he opens up an armored door revealing some of the contents behind. We also have a new screenshot here of Dutch van der Linde laying down at what I can believe is the camp or next to the train,
chilling,
his boots up. Another screenshot here of Charles Smith wielding the awesome bow and arrow that's going to be usable in the game. One of my favorite screenshots right here for sure. We also have a nice close-up here of a revolver that I can only imagine is Dutch van der Linde holding this because of the rings upon his hand. Of course, one of them saying D. I am unsure what's going on here, but by the looks of the lady, she looks very worried. It finalizes the article with Rockstar Games quote saying, "Our goal is to make those who hold the pad in front of a video game forget. We would like instead to warn that we are immersed in a world, alive and reactive." And they said that before saying goodbye, and the guys from Rockstar then ended the preview of the game. So guys, tons and tons of information.
So much information,
Just
bro.
a huge thank you to Every Eye. I doubt they'll be watching this video, or anyone representing them will be watching this video, but I have to definitely say thank you to Rockstar Games and Every Eye for bringing such intense detail to us as the fans of Red Dead Redemption 2. If you guys have found any of this information in this video particularly exciting, let me know down below what elements you are most excited about.
Yeah, bruh. The hair growth just got me. Like, that shit just blew my mind. I didn't know you could grow your hair. Like, after you cut it, you could just let your hair grow instead of, like, going back in to get your hair cut and getting a longer cut. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could do that. That's some next level shit. Like, Sims, you can't even do that on Sims. Like, that's crazy, bro. Ooh, that's crazy. In the first person, you could play the whole game in first person, just like GTA 5. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big plus. Imagine riding a horse on first person, or, you know what I'm saying, shooting your shit, your little revolver or whatever in first person, bruh. Come on now. That joke is gonna be heat. Hunting in first person just like Far Cry. Man, this joke is gonna be amazing, bruh. I'm gonna be on this, man. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna be on this. Of course we're gonna be on Spider-Man. You already know we're gonna be on Spider-Man PS4, the DLCs and everything. You know we playing that shit heavy. But this Red Dead, bro, I'm just saying, bro, this Red Dead, this joke is gonna be next level. I'm telling y'all that right now. Next level shit. I'm sorry, but Spider-Man PS4 got some competition. Everybody's saying Spider-Man PS4 is getting Game of the Year. I don't know, bruh, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is right there with it. I'm serious, bro. Gameplay, the story is gonna be crazy. You can just do so much. Interact with people. They was talking about interacting with people. You can interact with everybody in a certain part on a certain mission, whatever. I think just in general, you can interact with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy off the rip. That's crazy. But yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, want more footage, more gameplay, more reactions, more streams, man, definitely like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and subscribe to Red Bandit. And please turn on notifications to get notified when I upload and stream, man. You feel me? It's your boy Joseph Witty. I'm out of here. This game is just like a movie because, bro, Insomniac are actually true fans of, like, Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? They know everything about Spider-Man. They are diehard fans just like us of Marvel, Spider-Man, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, this is why it was so perfected, because all of their heads came together and they made something fucking crazy that we've never seen before.